Autism sensitivity to daylight savings time. Hi, I'm Brett, the AudHD Boss. On this channel, I talk about ADHD and autism in the workplace. I am an autistic manager with ADHD. I have over 10 years of leadership training and experience. One of the things that I'm struggling with at this particular time of year, time of recording, is the seasonal change. It's almost November, and we're about to change the clocks. We're ending daylight savings. For me, over the last week, the days starting later, it being darker in the morning, getting darker sooner at night, that's messing me up a little bit. It's sort of playing with my autism and ADHD sensitivities, which is making me a lot more tired, a lot more exhausted, and I'm struggling with kind of showing up at work with a lot of energy and a lot of ability to focus. And so all of my executive function skills are starting to get a little bit weaker and a little bit softer. So here are some things that have been advised to me by my therapist. I'm not a medical professional. These are just my experiences. These are just things that I have found that work for me based on advice that I've gotten in therapy. So hoping these recommendations might help you. If you're feeling some of these sluggishness, seasonal changes that are also affecting your mental health, maybe some of these ideas can help. So the number one thing is vitamin D. I always up my vitamin D take. I take vitamin D gummies. I take 4 vitamin D gummies every morning, and in particular that helps me a lot start my day with vitamin D. I also take some vitamin C and any other sort of vitamins that I can take at that particular time of day. I try to take all my vitamins at once. The vitamin D sort of helps replace the lack of sunshine that I'm getting throughout the day, and it just sort of helps increase. And I look for other ways that I can get vitamin D. Second to that is trying to take advantage of when we do have good daylight. In particular, if it's a really sunny day and it's a beautiful day outside, can I go for an extra long walk? Can I spend more time in the daylight? What are the opportunities throughout my day? Can I step away from work or a meeting, or can I take my lunchtime and go for a walk and just be outside? As much sunlight as I can get for myself. Just simply going for a walk is going to change a lot of things for me, especially if I am in sort of a darker place inside my house where I don't get as much sunlight, or if I'm in my office in my building where, again, I don't really have a lot of windows in that spot. As long as I'm sort of in those sort of darker places, sometimes I can sort of feel my rumination and some of my negative thoughts start to creep up a little bit, or I might start ruminating on different things or replaying different things about different situations from work or whatever. If I can get up and break that cycle of thinking and go for a walk, it makes a huge difference, especially the more time I can spend outside, get fresh air, and of course, drink plenty of water. Third thing, which tends to be recommended a lot, but it is genuinely very important, are sun lamps or light lamps, light therapy lamps. I have a few of these. I'm hit or miss on them. You know, some of them are a little bit clunky. This one in particular is quite clunky. These things can help, especially at the start of the day. So this is my go-to one. And you're not supposed to use them for a very long period of time, but a few minutes in the morning doesn't hurt. So what I do is they're not too different from ring lights. They're not too different from like lights that we use for videos or meetings or different things like that. But I try to grab lights like this, turn them on for a few minutes, and just sort of make sure I'm not staring directly at it, but have it in my optical range so that whatever I'm doing, getting ready for work for the day, getting dressed, or even if I'm looking at my phone or looking at emails or whatever, I'm getting a little bit of this daylight lamp in my face while I'm waiting for the sun to come up in the morning, or in particular as I'm sort of starting my day. These are small things that can go kind of a long way in terms of helping you sort of adjust to the seasonal change. Personally, I'm more negatively affected by the hour moving back than I am the hour moving forward. That particular time shift really messes with my head quite a bit because, again, the shorter days, the seasonal effectiveness of it, that can kind of like mess with my head, in particular around December and January and February. Daylight savings is coming up in a couple of days if you're in the United States, and we do go back an hour, and it's important to sort of be prepared for that. Be prepared for the shift in routines, the shift in different things that come up as a part of that, and sort of prep for it ahead of time as best you can. Try to think about your routines, think about your systems, think about the things that you do every day and the different times that you do them. How can you make those adjustments now a few days ahead of time before that happens, before you actually are in the thick of it? I've been thinking about that for the last week, and honestly, I'm feeling more tired every morning when I wake up because it's just darker in the morning. So I'm hoping that when we do shift that clock back, I'll be able to adjust a little bit more in the morning, but then it's going to catch up to me at the other end of the day when the sun sets sooner. So I have to make those adjustments as best I can and try to make sure that I get outside more in the afternoon and in the midday before we lose sunlight at the end of the day. Hopefully some of this information has been helpful. If you have questions about ADHD and autism in the workplace, or you're looking for some guidance or some advice or some things around that, please let me know in the comments, let me know, or let me know on any of my many social media channels, or you can shoot me an email, link in bio for that as well. Thanks for watching today. Please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let me know if you have a question or topic you'd like for me to cover.